Alright, so here it is. Here's an overview of what I have in my little, emergency kit that I carry with me when I go hiking. Maybe a little bit overkill for a lot of stuff, but I prefer to be prepared. And overall it's quite compact and it's not very heavy, so it's kind of nice to have, to know that you're well prepared if something does happen, if you do get lost, or even if you're not lost, if you end up being unable to get back to your car, to your campsite, you have a little bit of few supplies, I guess, to help you get through the night and keep comfortable and dry. So I've got it set up in this little pouch here. It's about 6 inches by 6 inches by 8 inches, and it's got a carry strap that fits over your shoulder. It's expandable, or you can clip it around your waist. It has clips on the side, 3 pouches, zippers inside, and inside of it I've got a cheap little tent shelter that I got from the dollar store, and it's 8 by 5 feet. Comes with the string to put it up. Can also be used as a reflector if you need to signal for help. Nice and small, nice and compact, doesn't weigh very much. Kind of the same as these emergency foil blankets that I keep in my first aid kit. So some of the other stuff I have in here, again, maybe a little bit overkill. I've got lots of stuff to make fire. I've got a magnesium stick with striker, a fire steel, a lighter, some waterproof matches, and these here are some trick candles. So once you get them lit, it's very hard to put them out. If you blow them out, they do relight. And I've also got some cotton balls that are soaked in polysporin. Some people use petroleum jelly. I prefer, or Vaseline. I prefer polysporin because it seems to work the same. And you can also use it as an antiseptic if you end up getting a scratch, a cut, poison ivy, something like this. Make them in handy. It seems to work just the same. And also here I've got some jute that can be used to tie stuff up, or also if you fluff it up, it lights up very well with a spark off the fire steel. Underneath here I've also got some stainless steel wire, and it's just wrapped onto a stick. It makes it a little bit too big, though I'll probably rethink this down the line. I also have a small spool here of stainless steel wire. It can be used for several things. Making snares, traps, making shelter, tying stuff up. I've got a small compact fishing kit that I've made up here. It's just in one of these waterproof cases. There's a few hooks, a few lures, some fishing line on the outside, bobber, some sinkers, just your basic stuff. I've got a small flashlight here made by True Night. This is the True Night TI. I don't know if you can see that. It's very nice. It lasts a long time. There's 2 power settings to it. So there's a light or a low power setting, and then a high power setting. On the low power setting, it'll last quite a long time on a AA battery. I've used it for months on and off in my pocket. And I always carry an extra battery too. And I tape the ends up so it doesn't short out on anything in there. I carry a couple of empty bullet cartridges. They work well for signaling for noise if you blow across the top of them. I've got a compass with a magnifying glass, which can also be used to start fires if need be. And what else? Some paracord, a couple of knives, a multi-tool, some flagging tape, a signal mirror, some bug spray, one of these small folding saws. Weighs next to nothing, but it's actually quite strong, and it cuts very well. And then the last thing in my kit is my first aid kit, which again is fairly small. It doesn't weigh very much, but I've just gone ahead and put a few things that I like to carry with me in here. An emergency blanket. It's not really part of the kit, but it fits well in there, and it keeps it nice and easy at hand. Got some band-aids, a condom here, which is not what you think it's for. It's actually used for water purification. holds about 1 liter of water. Put a couple of water purification tabs in there, and you can sterilize some water. A few band-aids. Another thing you can use to carry water is breast milk bags. They fold up nice and small, and they're quite strong. I've got some of these camp towels. They're like a terry cloth. Basically, you just open this plastic sheeting up and wet them a little bit. And you've got about a 12 by 12 cloth. I've got some straws here, and I've got different medication inside, and you just melt the tips and crimp it with some pliers, and you've got basically a waterproof tube, and I've used a label maker to identify them. So I've got a few different ones of these in here. Aspirin. What else do we have in here? Some more Benadryl, some more Band-Aids. I've got some gauze. Over here I've got a few antibiotics that I had left. I am prone to infections, so figured if I get a cut out in the bush and it's going to take me a few days to get out, well, this will get me out. I've got enough for 2 days. Hopefully it wouldn't be in there any longer. Just some gauze. Small sewing kit. Again, can be used for signaling. If you got want to signal an airplane or something up ahead, another boat or something. Some alcohol swabs. It's got a syringe, which can be used to dig out splinters. You have several uses if you're stuck. Some razor blades, a pack of clean razor blades. You can also clean them with the alcohol swabs if you ever needed to use them to dig something out. Some Imodium in case you eat something or drink something and you end up, well, you can figure that one out. And I think that's about it. So it's kind of been a work in progress, but it's pretty complete for what I need, and just gives me a little bit of peace of mind when I go out, and hope somebody can find this helpful. And I'm sure it'll be lots of people that'll find things wrong with this, but I welcome the comments, and hopefully be able to improve my kit as time goes. Thank you very much.